we're gonna go ahead and get started from here. So we're just gonna go ahead and do this. We're just gonna go ahead and see how this goes, man. So we're recording, and I'll just give us a brief little intro and go from here. So what's going on, everybody? It's Hakeem today. We got a couple interesting topics we're gonna go ahead and get started on. But before we do that, like the video, hit the subscribe button. You guys know how the YouTube spiel goes. Right. And so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump on top of things. My name's Hakeem. We got an interesting discussion once again, and we'll just go ahead and go around and everybody can give a brief introduction on who they are. We'll start over here.
All right, I'm UK. You'll figure out why later. And anime and music.
Yo, my name is Damon Glenn. I'm an artist. Anime a lot. I'm a nerd. Weeb. I'm skipping over here. I'm done now.
Well, my name is Martez. My YouTube channel,
Plug your YouTube channel, yeah.
Y'all go plug it in. My YouTube channel is Myzir the Red Guard, and my Instagram is HBK Martez. So if you want to like hit me up, then sure. But me, I just like playing video games. I like watching anime. I'm kind of getting into IT, coding, all of that. So, you know, I hope everything goes well for me. But hey, I hope you enjoy the show.
We just, really, this is like a new format for us, so we're just going to jump ahead and we're going to go ahead and jump right into this. And I think today's discussion, this is something me and Martez, like, I think briefly discussed, was like, why do we think, like, black people, like, we're just going to make this more open-ended. Why do we think black people like
Naruto, Dragon Ball Z.
Right, anime in general. Naruto, Dragon Ball Z in particular. So we're going to start there, and this is kind of funny because I think me and my cousin, like off camera, talked about this before too, but I'm going to start off with Dragon Ball Z. I think the reason why people like that shit now, well, let me back up. When we were kids, like, the only way to like watch fucking anime was on TV, obviously, at least for me, like,
yeah, Toonami.
Yep.
Toonami and shit. Yeah, that was kind of like the go-to. So I think that was like one of the most like action-oriented shows that a lot of kids liked. For one, it was just a good show. I mean, so obviously a lot of people liked it. But I think, I don't know why. I think black people in particular had a very strong draw to it because, I mean, if you're from places like shit, man, the hood, that's all people do is be fighting and shit. Like, I know that's a bit of a stereotype. You know what I'm saying? Niggas in the hood be fighting shit, but I think that's what drew people to it. And I think it's a good show, so obviously people like it. So I think also, shit, like nowadays, we're gonna skip forward. Nowadays, you be seeing all kind of memes and shit. And if for some reason everybody be talking like Piccolo's black and all this shit, so I think, I don't know, people be sticking on to that shit, so I don't know, I think that's why black people be liking Dragon Ball Z so much. I think anime now is like bigger than ever, you know what I'm saying? Because now you be seeing like...
It's more accepted now.
It's more accepted now, yeah, because when I was a kid, it's like, if you like anime, like, you know what's weird? Like, since we're on that, I'm gonna just pivot real quick. When I was a kid, like, when you liked anime, like, all the other kids liked it and shit, but, like, motherfuckers would act like they didn't know what it was. It's like, after school, motherfuckers would be like, oh, what'd you think about this show? What'd you think about
this episode?
Yeah, you know, I was like, huh? But, you know, it was in 4th period, you was acting like, you know, huh? Like, niggas was acting weird, but now it's a lot more accepted. You know, you used to be seeing all these rappers and shit, like, all the kids like anime and shit, so it's a little more accepted now, so that's probably part of it, too, but... Those are my initial thoughts right now, and we can just pass it on to somebody else. So.
Well, I feel like it's easier to say those because they came on Toonami.
That's true too.
So it's a lot easier for people to gravitate toward it because it's readily right there instead of some like the other stuff that used to come on around that time. That's my opinion though.
Yeah. But Dragon Ball Z and Naruto wasn't on Toonami first. It was regularly on Cartoon Network. It was just on like in the daytime.
That's true.
And then, you know, they moved it to Toonami because I guess it was violent. But before they didn't bring it to Toonami, when the action scenes happened, they used to not use blood. They'll use like sparkles or sweat and stuff like that. And when it came out, and you know, I pretty much, that's when it all started. Was like me. Yeah, I watched it when it was on Cartoon Network. But then they took it off, and I wonder why. But until I got older, I figured out that they put it on Toonami. And yeah, it did Naruto. I really love Naruto. Naruto is like one of my favorite shows. Also, but a lot of animes like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh. All of those shows. I mean, like I was really interested in it, and it was kind of sad when they left Cartoon Network. I didn't know what to get.
That was the plug. That was like the best way to watch that shit. When shit started coming on like Kids WB and shit, I was like, fuck it, you know, I couldn't make it home in time in school for that, and then they had all the conflicting blocks and all the shows were running. So yeah, Cartoon Network was like the go-to. It made it a lot easier, you know.
Yeah. I mean, but you said black people like, why black people like Dragon Ball Z and all. So I think what you touched on was kind of true about the, you know, black people like fighting. I mean, what black people gonna be interested in romance animes or some shit like that? Like,
the girls are. I know there's a couple of females.
I'm talking about black guys. I'm not talking about girls.
Right.
I mean, I'm not talking about girls.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But another thing is like, the black adaptations, man, be kind of. I mean, people thought like what Popo was black.
Yeah.
It is like extremely racist.
Yeah.
Black face with white lips, bro. I mean, pink lips.
Yeah, pink.
See, my take is I didn't really see Mr. Popo like that.
I didn't either.
I just thought he was just some weirdo fucking alien weirdo. Like this is the same universe where like cats are like policemen, so I didn't know. Cell, right? We got like Majin Buu, so I just thought he was some weird creature.
Yeah,
that's true.
You know what I'm saying? I think like obviously like I'm not gonna front. My parents will watch Dragon Ball Z. That's racist. You know, like they will do that because they see something different. Or like they'll watch Pokemon and they'll see Jinx. And they'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but me personally, I was a kid. Like I didn't, you know, I wasn't looking at it like that. Now, people might have seen it that way too, but I don't think the intent was that, you know, but that was never my take.
I mean, I always say that, well, when it comes to Popo, you continue to see adaptation of black people like Popo. They got round lips and all that shit in anime and stuff. But I mean, I feel like the reason why that is because anime is made in Japan. There's not a lot of black people in Japan. So it's like, this is how they see it. So they either make black characters stereotypical or like stereotypical, like from the media, like Mike Tyson, Mr. T. You know, they use like those type of characters and then they put them into an anime. I mean, I felt the best adaptation, in my opinion, was probably like Afro Samurai.
That was cool.
I can see that. I think
there's a couple here and there that I think are like that are solid, but I think the noise around the ones that are done wrong kind of like outweigh that sometimes, you know. I think today you don't see as much as like I'll be hard pressed, I think, to find. I hope nobody proves me wrong. I'd be hard pressed to find like an anime in fucking 2020, 2021, 2022 where like a fucking black character with big ass lips, you know what I'm saying, and like can't speak in complete sentences. So
yeah, it was just a different time then.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and I think regardless of the intent, I think things have improved a lot more now. Like I think those
better.
Yeah.
They're making them better. Like I
hope there's not one guy in the comments who's like, look at this guy, you know, like so.
I mean, but then again, it's like they're from Japan. I mean, do they really need to make black characters? Because most people in Japan is like Japanese,
right?
So you don't really need to make black characters like that. So
but that's up to, I think. Oh, I'll let you finish.
I was gonna say that's up to the Western us to make black anime characters. It's not up to them to do it.
Like Yasuke.
I agree. Everybody's shitting on Yasuke though, but that's. I guess we'll get to that in a minute. But
another topic.
Yeah. What is your thoughts on that, UK? Like you said, you think because of Toonami, etc.
Yeah, it was just easier for a lot of black kids without cable to gravitate towards action stuff, and then as we got older, Crunchyroll, Funimation, it all branches out because there's a lot of more black characters now.
Yeah.
And drawn like accurately.
Not like super stereotypically.
Because now they have changed. I don't mean to cut you off, but now they change. Like they redesign like some of the black characters that they've drawn like old days. Now the new movie Dragon Ball Superhero, they redesigned. I forget his name.
Black dude.
Yeah, he's bald.
I know. Red Ribbon Army.
Yeah, they redesigned him. He doesn't have like the
huge fucking lips.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know that.
They used to do that shit, and then like they changed it, and now that's what I'm basically saying. I mean, but the thing I don't like is why black people got to be a big black bald dude most of the fucking time. I mean, it's like not everybody like look like that. I just don't get it. It's like big black bald dude. That's what we're gonna fucking put on. Very intimidating, very muscular.
Yeah.
I mean, to piggyback off of what you said earlier, I mean, they're looking at all of these black celebrities and majority.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah. I said that way.
You know, like Terry Crews and stuff like that.
Mike Tyson and all them.
Yeah.
So like, and then you look at the roles they. I'm sorry, but if you look at the roles they play in movies and stuff, it's kind of like the same role too.
Enforcer type. Yeah, because that's how Terry Crews got his start in Training Day.
Yep.
As an extra. He was big, bald, and intimidating, and that's how he got to start in Training Day.
I'll say I don't really know if that's the case anymore, right? Like I know, like when they make these characters in the way we describe them. Because I know that was the thing, like back in the 90s, right? You look at Final Fantasy VII, big example. You got Barret and shit, right? That's sticks out like a sore thumb. You know, can't speak in complete sentences. Basically, Mr. T, kind of, you know. So I don't know if I see that much more now, right? Because I mean, I ain't played no games in a long time, but like when you see like a black character in a game or like an anime now, I don't think that's so prevalent much.
JRPG wise, you probably
there's a lot of limited options there.
Yeah,
for sure.
Limited option, and then it's like when it comes to American, you know, games, they make black characters realistic. Of course they do. I mean, but when it comes to JRPG, they don't give black people that many hairstyles. Well, you get a buzz cut, cornrows, and maybe a high top.
Afro.
Maybe an afro, right? If you're lucky, you get an afro.
The afro is guaranteed.
You know, like that skit from RDC.
Yeah, I think I've seen that. Yeah. They just did it like a couple weeks ago.
I mean, but I've been knew that
all black people been knew that, bro. We've been knew that.
But it's mostly in JRPG.
We just ain't had a voice.
If you play a JRPG, the only hairstyle you're gonna get is a fucking afro buzz cut, and maybe fucking cornrows.
Right, some busted cornrows, man. Yeah. Like, I just played Monster Hunter, bro. Like they ain't had nothing in there.
It's like damn.
2K is similar to that too, because as inclusive as 2K is, if you look at their hairstyle, they're all.
What you mean, like the basketball game?
Yeah.
You can't be serious.
Yeah.
What?
And you
NBA 2K? No way.
Hairstyle, it's not as broad as you would think it is.
I mean,
but they don't have that.
Because I would imagine that.
Look, I played this one video game called Wasteland 3.
Yeah.
And like they got a variety of black hairstyles. They got they got dreads, they got the half cut down with the dreads hanging right there. They got you know, the hair that nigga like the shadow fade, temp fade, like things like that.
Yeah.
And like, you know, they incorporated more black hairstyles, just incorporate more.
Yeah.
Mass Effect, you know, the new Mass Effect that came out, they incorporated more black hairstyles. Before they didn't. Before it was just buzz cut. That's it. Like buzz cut. But now they did the little, you know, short cornrows, something like that. They did some cool shit with it. But they added more black hairstyle.
Yeah.
But that's the problem, right? It's like to be honest with you, I feel like when you talk to certain white people,
right,
they say shit like, "Oh, why does it matter they don't have any hair in the game?"
Yeah,
it's
representation,
like that's
they can't think outside
what we want. We want representation of us. We want to make characters that look like us. We don't fucking wear buzz cuts and fucking
2022, man. Like, come on.
But do you think it's like that because it's not a bigger outcry for them?
Yep.
You know what?
I think so.
Okay, I will say this. I think what I'm seeing somewhat is that I think that's going to change soon, right? Because nowadays I feel like
now. I mean, they add more hair. They're making more black characters. So,
and that's the reason I'm saying that is because I think now, I think when you look at TV, when you look at just what's going on in America, at least, like I think black culture is like at an all-time high. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at it has been, but for everybody else, right? Everybody else is just now catching on. Like I feel like I've been knew that.
It's starting to be worldwide, I guess.
Exactly, and I'm saying that's bringing more awareness to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I always thought being black was lit. You feel me? I'm a little biased, right? Whatever. So I always thought that. But when you look at Instagram now, you look at TV, like everybody wear their hair like us. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody want a black baby daddy or some shit, and like it's just different now. The rap music. All the time, everybody want to be a rapper. Like all the rap, you know what I'm saying? Like the climate's changed, and it's like people who like you see like white kids listening to like rap music and shit now. Now they getting dreads and shit, so it's like they're more likely to like speak up, or they're just indirectly influenced by what they see now. Like if the top hairstyle is dreads and shit now, and now everybody's gonna put those in their games. Now people are like, well, maybe it's not such a bad idea to have like a black character. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, Saints Row does it. I mean, Saints Row adding a lot of black characters.
Yo, their character selection, I'm give it up to y'all. But their character selection, creation, oh my god, it's like it's one of the best. It's the best out there. It's the best out there. You can literally make anything you want.
For sure. The last one I played was like Saints Row 3, so
I'm mostly but that's the type of guy. I like playing Skyrim, Fallout, those type of shit.
Open world.
Fallout don't really have a lot of black hairstyle, but they have more in it. They did. I remember what's that recent game they did? Yeah, they had more black hairstyles. A lot of those games have more black hairstyle, black characters and stuff. And then they're really pushing it. They're pushing. You tell what people don't like, and then like that you got to be in the know. The know is that a lot of people don't like it when they put in black characters, or like as maybe a side character or a role, or the main role. A lot of people don't like that.
Why you say that?
Because it's like majority, like I feel like, not majority, but it's weird. It's like how people don't, how people do, because they'll say shit like this is like they're pandering. You put a black main character in,
made it political.
Yeah, you made it political. You're pandering. Yeah. Like all this stuff, and it's like, are they really pandering? Is it so hard to believe that a black person can do this shit? Yeah, it's so hard to believe that shit. Yeah, and it's just like, oh no, you're pandering. Yeah. Black people didn't do this shit. It's like. The thing is this, right? So in my opinion, going back to medieval days, you can't add a black character in it. World War II, black character doesn't make any sense. World War I, black character doesn't make any sense. Civil War, anything you go back in the past, adding a black character in just doesn't make any sense at all.
Especially giving them a big role too.
Yeah,
giving them a big
something
role.
Important, right?
You really
that'll really piss. That'll really get them off. But
and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And it doesn't make any sense. But then again, you gotta understand that video games are fictional.
Yeah.
It's like they're not.
People
really
pick and choose when they want to have what they want to be upset about. Like you might have a giant bear that can use a gun and like speak 4 languages. But a fucking black guy, you know what I'm saying, in a fucking video game, in a sci-fi medieval setting, everybody gets pissed off, you know? So.
Yeah, I like it when they use some black characters. My opinion about black characters in video games is sometimes it's just way too stereotypical. I mean, and what I mean by that is just like, not every black person thinks that way and acts that way. And another thing I was talking about, I think with you or something, is like, the background for black characters. Well, I'm a little bit off topic, but sometimes it brings us to the video game. Is that most black characters, if we talk about modern day, is either from the projects, from the hood, somewhere, like all the time, every day. They're from there. They always got to bring up like how bad it was in the streets, all this shit. It's like, bro, come on.
Yeah. It's like they try to create a narrative of this is how a black person is supposed to be.
Most black people can relate to this guy because all black people from the hood, right?
Yeah, we relate to him.
Like, you know, it's like some dude in a fucking like boardroom meeting, you know, like trying to like, there's like only one black guy in there, you know, no one can like step in and have anything to say.
So did you guys see, not to cut you off, but did you guys see that that comic, DC Comics?
Oh, the Miles Morales. Oh my, that was so bad.
My God.
The Thor
by Odin's Fade.
Right, that was so bad.
Yes, bro. Mjolnir is like, what is it?
We're gonna run the fade because I got my J's on. I'm like, bro.
And then he's not even written and created by a black dude.
It was so terrible.
It's stereotypical, like I said.
That was bad, bro. I don't know if y'all seen that. That was bad.
That's how shit is, bro. It's like, oh, we gotta throw in like some fucking black line. We gotta say, oh yeah, that shit lit right there.
Right, he had the fucking hammer and the Miles Morales. It's hammer time.
Yes,
yes.
Yes. I hate it.
Miles Morales was corny. I mean, they do make him corny. I played the video game. I mean, Miles Morales is corny, but you know, same thing like I always said. He's from Harlem, from the projects, you know, shit like that.
That wasn't the worst part in the world. That wasn't so bad.
But it's like that's the only way you can make him is from the project, from Harlem. And then like the thing is, we gotta make them wear J's, Jordans, and shit like that. I mean, I understand. Modern
but
day
kids
black
do
people,
wear that shit, though, you know?
Modern day black people wear that shit.
Yeah.
I get it. But the motherfucker was wearing a suit and J's at the same time, bro.
Right.
I mean, like,
I don't know, like that wasn't the worst thing in the world to me. Like that wasn't so bad, right? Like that wasn't as tone deaf as this fucking Thor thing, so that wasn't so bad to me. And I'll keep it a stack. Like I kind of like the Miles Morales design, you know.
No, I like the design. No, I don't got a problem with Miles Morales' design. I don't got a problem with him when I remember I was playing the video game. This motherfucker's wearing Jordans with his suit on.
That wasn't the worst thing in the world to me. That wasn't so bad. I didn't have too much of a gripe with that. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, it was the way. Like I guess you know, if we're going to discuss Miles Morales, my thing is like
Adidas with his
right.
suit.
Okay, so my thing is like, since we're going to discuss Miles Morales, I'll just put my 2 cents on the table. Is like, my thing is like, I don't really like. It's like, why couldn't Miles Morales been something bigger? Like, I just didn't like the fact that they're writing like a black character. He just needed to be the sidekick.
He can't be something bigger.
That was my thing. That was my thing.
Do you know
like, why couldn't
what Miles Morales' name? His hero name is?
His real Miles Morales?
No, what is his? Y'all know what his name is, right? His hero name?
Spider-Man, right?
Yeah,
it's something different.
It's Kid Arachnid.
Oh yeah, now you okay? Yeah,
I never heard of that.
Yeah,
What is it?
It is.
His name is Kid Arachnid.
It is.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Since when? Like, is that new?
Yeah, they made it. They did it when they started making him his side. Well, they're doing the whole Peter Parker, Miles Morales sidekick thing. So his name, Spider-Man name is of course Spider-Man, and his name is Kid Arachnid. But sooner or later, you know, Spider-Man's gonna pass the torch.
Of course,
to him, and he can be
right.
Spider-Man.
But he'll never be as big as Spider-Man.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
He would never be as big as Spider-Man because
the Spider-Man is Spider-Man. He's a knockoff version, so to speak.
At the end of the day, Spider-Man is Spider-Man. I'm just glad that they did. I don't know. I'm just glad that they didn't fucking just make Spider-Man black and just call him Peter Parker, bro. I mean,
like my take is like, this is something I see that's really popular like online now. Is like when we get like knockoff characters of popular characters already, because they don't have their own 2 feet to stand on.
Yeah,
right? I think that's why people don't like the new Iron Girl, right? Or like Miles Morales to some extent.
Well, I guess he doesn't really have a struggle. That's what it is.
Right. Not only that, but it's like, well, you're never really going to replace the real Spider-Man, right?
Yeah,
like,
never going. I mean,
because Spider-Man's like Spider-Man. He's the face of.
If you think about it, right? If you really think about it, Spider-Man could be black.
Sure.
Where he's from, his setting, where he's from.
Right, yeah. People say that all the time. Todd McFarlane said that.
Yeah, he could be black. I mean, like, Spider-Man can be black, but, you know, he wasn't written black.
Right.
I mean, Heroes wasn't. It was mostly white characters.
Yeah, it was like, if you're a superhero, you have to be white, you know? Because back in those days, if you wrote a black superhero, what you were writing was a black stereotype. Mm-hmm. You weren't really writing a superhero that happened to be black. You were just really writing, like satire. Some silly, you know, I'm gonna... You know, like, you know, it's just like a bunch of shit like that, a bunch of silly shit. So, you know,
dark people gotta be.
My power is that I can dunk on all my enemies. You know, like it was just some shit like that. But you know, nowadays I feel like the thing is with Miles is like, I think conceptually he was cool. Like I guess back then I didn't have such a gripe with it, but he's never really going to grow to his own thing. Like, he's always going to be in Peter Parker's shadow. Right. He's never like, I watched the movie. I watched like Into the Spider-Verse, and it's like, well, the whole movie was just kind of whining him. Oh no, yeah.
It was still a Peter Parker movie. It just happened to be with Miles Morales.
Yeah, so it was just kind of like, I really don't like where this is going, because he's like, when you look at Black Panther, right, written from the ground up, he's his own thing, and he wins. He's a very masculine, strong hero. But you don't really get that with Miles. He's just like a kind of a wimp whole movie, you know? So, I don't know. That's my take. So,
in that movie, they make him a wimp.
I get the hero's journey, too, but he doesn't seem any different in this new upcoming movie in the trailer, so.
Yeah. I mean, if you play the video game, like, I like that Miles Morales.
He seems about the same as the movie.
Yeah, more grounded. I was about to say
he's more grounded, and, his like the struggles that he go through it feels a bit more grounded. I mean, his dad died, so he gotta live with that. Somebody always gotta die in your family, you know. Right, so somebody gotta take that.
He did die in the game. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm. Right in front of him.
Period. Yeah, he did. Black Cop died. It's two-way. In the video game, they spin it differently, though.
Yeah, I think in all three mediums they spin it differently. Because I think in the comics his mom died.
Yeah.
And in the movie his uncle died. His uncle died in the comics too.
No, his uncle died.
The Prowler in the comic.
The Prowler. Oh yeah, the Prowler. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. He was that guy
In the comic,
He's the Prowler in this one. But I remember the Prowler used to be white.
And back in I think it was like the 70s, he was black. They had like a version of the Prowler.
Most characters that were made, like Blade, used to be white. But then when they made the movie,
they turned him. Same thing with Nick Fury.
Nick Fury. And not many people know that.
Yeah.
Like,
didn't know that Nick Fury
He used to be white. Yeah. It's not a known
A lot
fact.
of people don't know that at all.
Yeah, most people's introduction is probably in the movie, to Marvel stuff. So
I'm like, yo, you haven't played the game, you haven't played.
But all this could be a product of trying to be inclusive.
True.
Like how everything is, it's all a product of being inclusive.
I think that's a different take, right? Because I can sort of smell inclusivity. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I would say like that He-Man thing, for example, is where like they introduce He-Man, and they just kind of do like they pull the carpet from everyone's feet, and it's like they kill him off, and now it's like the girl's really the main character. So that's to me, that's a little more like I can smell that a mile away. I was like, wait a second, I
feel
kind
like
of see
they're gonna do that new Thor Love and Thunder thing. I feel like that they're trying to play.
I like that Superman thing when they made Superman's son making him gay was definitely like inclusive.
Wait, what?
But you can't forget this.
Yes.
Right, yeah. Well, that's it, folks. We're gonna end it there.
You know that?
They made Superboy
gay now.
Gay.
You can smell that. You can tell when people do that stuff. You know.
Wait, hold on.
Ever heard of Safe Space?
Wait, no.
Right, Marvel, Safe Space, and
okay.
Snowflake.
So they made when did they make Superboy gay? Young Justice?
Like recently, like maybe like in the last few months.
No, hold on, no. I thought we were talking about somebody else. I know that they made what's that dude's name? Aqualad?
Aqualad's gay now too.
Aqualad's gay. He was gay in Young Justice.
Yeah.
And I was surprised. I was like, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know if the intent was already there. I think that it feels like an afterthought.
It was no intent. They did not spell it out for anybody. Yeah. They just said fuck it.
That's what I'm saying. Right. So, but some people argue that's the right way to go. You know?
What? Just to say fuck it?
No, well, we're not going to write them stereotypically gay.
Okay, yeah, that is true.
Just to play devil's advocate.
I did like how they wrote him. I do like they don't make him stereotypically gay.
Yeah, but that's what I'm.
He's gay, but it feels like. Just regular.
Well, yeah, that's what some people advocate. But I'm saying I don't know if he was written that way from the intent. I think that was like
it could.
I think that was what am I trying to say? That was like more of what we're saying.
It's like
that was I think making him that way was
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
Black and gay.
Yeah. Right now everybody wins. A gay black superhero. Yeah. Exactly. Who's the leader? Right.
That's not afraid of water.
Yeah, so right. Right. So yeah, I think that's like.
But his dad is evil.
Yeah.
Dad is criminal.
Right.
That's not. I mean, hey, you win some, you lose some.
Don't know your mom.
Hey, I think we get a little bit.
He didn't even know his dad.
Yeah, a little bit. We got a little off topic.
I mean, that's our
a lot of stuff we want to throw at the table.
Topic.
Yeah. So
So why black people like Naruto?
Okay. Yeah, we got vastly off topic. That's okay. But all right. Black people liking Naruto.
Well, it's weird because they don't really gravitate towards the black characters like Raikage, Killer Bee. Everyone likes Sasuke, Hinata.
Yeah.
You don't see cosplayers of the black characters.
Yeah. You don't. I mean, you don't even see black people.
I'll attack that real quick. I think for sure it's like, okay, well, the way Naruto started, like it's kind of like Dragon Ball Z. Like, I think it was just written really well. And it, obviously if everybody likes the show, obviously black people are gonna like it too. And when you get all the black characters, they came like way later.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, way later.
So right, so I think people might just have a closer attachment to like the characters they saw first. Like, there's only so much Killer Bee in Naruto, but you got a whole lot of Sasuke. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's part of it. I think like some people do like the black characters, but the show's really not about them.
It's not about them, bro. I keep trying to tell people, anime is made in fucking Japan.
Right? So like their primary
people
target
are writing this shit
for Japanese kids.
The only reason they put black characters in fucking anime is to pander. That's the only reason why. They're not gonna go. I mean, you're not gonna see a lot of anime that a creator goes deep into black culture and try to write.
I want to stop you right there. Tokyo Tribes right here.
I said not a lot.
Yeah. But that's one for the viewers back home.
you're gonna see
nothing
like
but black culture
Afro
written all over that
Samurai.
shit.
Well, Afro Samurai didn't even fucking go into black culture. It just this is what I
He was
like.
just black. Yeah,
he was just black
Yeah.
samurai, and he had a fucking afro.
Yeah.
That was the premise, and he killed motherfuckers. Try to get the #1
Right,
headband.
right.